Alright traders, welcome back to this week's Sunday MBB, where I walk you through what I'm seeing in the markets, what to expect this week, and where I think the best opportunities are. Let's start with gold, which I closed right before market close on Friday. Gold. You can see right here, gold tapped into this key resistance zone around 3,360. This level was no joke. We've got historical supply, a trendline rejection, and volume tapering off. So I took my profits and stepped out before the weekend. If we get a pullback into this yellow line here, around 3338, or even down into 332, I'll be watching closely for bullish confirmation to re-enter. DXY. Now switching over to the DXY, the dollar index. We're seeing some early signs of strength, but we're still in this broader downtrend. Look here. We're pressing into this green support turned resistance zone at 97.80, and there's a slight higher low forming. With US CPI data coming in Tuesday, this could be a pivot point. If CPI surprises to the upside, I think we could see a short-term rally into 98.60 or even 99. For now, neutral USD. No bias until CPI is out. CHFJPY, bullish setup. This one right here, CHFJPY, is my favorite bullish setup going into the week. Look at this clean breakout above 18430. We've got strong bullish structure, clean higher highs and higher lows, and the volume confirmed the breakout. Fundamentally, CHF is gaining as a safe haven, and JPY is still weak with no sign of tightening. This zone right here, 18430, I'll be watching for a retest and continuation to the upside. Definitely on my radar to go long. GBPNZD, bearish setup. Now, flip side of the coin, GBPNZD looks heavy. We just rejected this 225.50 resistance again. Structurally, it's making lower highs and the volume is fading on bullish pushes. Macro-wise, GBP is under pressure. We've got CPI and wage data coming this week, and the Kiwis benefiting from risk-on flows. If price rallies into resistance again, I'll be looking to short it back into this 223.50, 222.80 demand zone. A few headlines over the weekend worth noting.
Trump's talking new tariffs again, especially targeting Japan and South Korea. That could shake risk sentiment. Fed watchers are split on how CPI could affect the next move. A hot print could delay rate cuts. And Europe, still showing signs of recession risk, which might bring volatility to the euro pairs. Key events this week overlay economic calendar visual. Here's the week at a glance. Tuesday, US and CAD CPI, huge for US dollar and CAD pairs. Wednesday, UK CPI plus Bailey speaks. Thursday, Aussie jobs and US retail sales. Friday, UoM Sentiment plus inflation expectations. So yeah, high impact week, protect your risk.
Alright, that's your MBB for this week. I'm flat on gold for now, watching for re-entry. Bullish on CHFJPY, bearish on DBPNZD, and staying cautious ahead of CPI. Let me know in the comments what setups you're watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the weekday updates. Catch you in the next one.